This video will cover the step-by-step build process of the Diamondback Union. Tools that will be included in the box will be a pedal wrench multi-tool, which includes an 8, 10, 12, and 15 mm wrenches. Also included is a 6, 5, and 4 mm Allen wrenches. First, remove the extra parts box, saddle, and the front wheel. When removing the bike from the box, be sure to grab from the frame or the wheels. Avoid pulling it out by the wires or the cables. Remove all the protective packaging from the bike. In the parts box, you will find a seat, pedals, charger, keys, Bosch kiosk display, and tools. It's recommended to apply a little grease to the seat post to allow the post to move smoothly in the seat tube. Insert the seat post into the seat tube and tighten down the quick release. It should take some good resistance to secure the lever. To install the handlebars, you will first need to remove the packaging clamp on the steer tube. Remove the 4 mm bolt and install the stem on the steer tube. Attach the top cap display mount by loosely tightening down the 4 mm bolt. Later in the video, we'll show you how to make final adjustments to the headset bearings and the position of the handlebars. Remove the axle from the front fork and take the spacer out of the front brake caliper. Put the front wheel into position while making sure to align the disc rotor within the brake caliper. Install the axle back into the front fork and make sure it's firmly tightened. When it's tight, you can correct the position of the lever by pulling it outward and twisting to the up position. We suggest you apply some grease to the pedal threads before installation. Pedals are specific to the left and the right side of the bicycle. If you look close at the ends of the pedal, you will see a small L for the left pedal and a small R for the right pedal. When installing the pedals, get the threads started in the crank arms with your fingers. This will make it less likely to cross-thread your cranks. The right side pedal, you'll tighten it on by spinning the wrench clockwise. The left side has opposite threads, so you will want to spin the wrench counterclockwise to tighten. Using the 10 mm wrench, loosen and remove the nut and the washer on the back of the fork. Place the front fender into position and reinstall the washer and the 10 mm nut to secure the fender to the fork. Loosen the fender strut mount with a 3 mm Allen. Slide the fender strut into position and tighten down the 3 mm Allen bolts. Secure both the left and the right side fender struts to the fork. To pump up your tires, remove the pressed tire cap and open the tire valve. On the tire sidewall, it will give you the recommended range for tire pressure. The Union tires are rated between 30 and 55 psi. We recommend you start somewhere in the middle and adjust the pressure to fit your riding style as you get more comfortable with the bike. To adjust your headset, make sure the two 4 mm stem bolts are loose. Grab the front brake and use your other hand to place your finger between the frame and the top of the headset. As you rock the bike back and forth, you should not feel any movement between the two. If there is some movement, tighten down the top cap bolt until it is gone. Now align the stem to the center of the front wheel and tighten down the two 4 mm stem bolts. If your steering feels a little stiff, this means the top cap bolt is too tight, and you will need to loosen the 3 stem bolts and start over again on this adjustment. To remove the battery, you will first need to remove the battery cover. Slide the metal clip back, and it will release the cover from the frame. Put the key into the lock and turn clockwise to unlock the battery. To fully remove the battery, push the clip on the top to release it from the frame. To install the battery back into the bike, put the battery back into position and turn the key clockwise to allow the battery to slide into place. Push the battery the rest of the way in until you hear an audible click. Put the battery cover back on and lock to the frame. You can charge the bike with the battery in or out of the frame. To charge the bike while the battery is in the frame, open the rubber charge port and plug in the charger. You will only need the keys when you want to remove the battery. Make sure to keep track of the key number in case the keys are ever lost.